everyone. How's everybody doing today? I'm Sandy with Sandy's Vintage Home Decor and Treasures, and I just wanted to bring you a video. This is going to be a craft video. We're going to do some stenciling today really fast, but first of all, we've got several things going to the booth. I've got like 5 different things going at once because you have to let the paint dry and everything. But we finished this. It's a magazine rack. It has apples on each side of it. I painted it with a marquee from DIY Paint and then DIY wax I put on it. It is completely dry. Nothing will happen to it. It won't get scratched or anything. So that's my one thing that I just got done. And we painted this toolbox. You can see it's like a little, I don't know if you want to call it a toolbox, a makeshift box, craft box, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to stencil on it today. This is done in cherry pick, DIY cherry pick, and it's kind of the deep red, almost brown. It's a brown red. I didn't want to make it real bold or anything, so I thought, well, I'll just use this, and then I'm going to stencil on it, which, guess what? I did not get my color to stencil. So hold on, let me drag my basket over here. I have a basket that has all of my DIY paint in, and here is my white swan, and that's what I'm going to do. After I painted this, I put big top on it so that when I put the white swan and then kind of distress it, the two of them will not run together. So that's what, and then after I get once it all dries and everything, which will probably be after the video because I don't want it to smear, and I also want to distress it a little bit. I will then put another coat of big top on it from DIY Paint. I do get my DIY paint. You can go on the website and find a vendor that's near you, but I get mine from JamieRayVintage.com. I watch all of her videos. If you have not seen, if you like DIYs, then you need to tune into her videos. They have quite a lot, and I have learned so much from them. This one, it says farmhouse. It is not a Jamie Ray Vintage stencil, but it was the one that fit on here, so I had to use it, unfortunately. These are really thin, where Jamie Ray's is very, very thick and easy to handle. This is really flimsy. See the difference? You can see the difference in it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it pretty much in the center of it, regardless of what kind of stencil I use. Even though I've stenciled a lot, I always put some, this will not take it off, it's painter's tape. It will not take off your paint that you've already had on there, and I just stick it on so actually it won't move, and that way it's easier for me to handle, because I'm not able to really do that much with my hands the way they are. So I always just use the painter's tape, and it does well. And so what I'm going to do on this side, I'm going to tape it off, and I'm going to open my paint. Now, there are lots of stencil brushes out there. You can use whatever, but Jamie Ray Vintage has stencil brushes on her website. They are called JRV stencil brushes. They are so good. They are stiff where you can really pounce, and it doesn't, the bristles do not spread apart. The bristles also do not fall out. Okay, now let's talk about the elephant in the room behind me. You know, I've told y'all that, and I'm going to start stenciling as I'm talking, and I'll just tell you what I'm doing. Oh, let me show you this. This is a vanity that we just finished. It is in our booth. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Can't see it that well. I don't know if I can, I don't know how to add a picture, or I would. Anyway, it just turned out beautiful. I'm sorry if it was too bright for you. And as I'm stenciling, I will talk about the elephant in the room. I have told y'all that I was over in the living room, and it's a little bitty living room, and well, it's a little space in this where I'm at. It may look big, but it is not. So we decided to move the furniture down a little bit. We have a little bit of space now that's open, that if we do, actually I do have a piece in there that I'm going to be finishing tonight, that is perfect in that area that we can put in there, because we were just having so many problems because we couldn't walk. There was no way to get by if I'm doing projects. And so we decided to, okay, one of the things, you want to offload your brush when you do get your, because you don't want it to get underneath. You don't want soppy paint brushes. So I'm just going to pounce, and I may have to go over this twice, so it dries really fast. So what I'll do is, by the time I'm ended with this one, it'll be, I can go back over it again. This kind of gives it just a coat and then I can redo it to make it stand out a little bit more. Anyway, so behind me is all of my stuff. We got this big, I had my clothes on it because we don't have any closets, and I decided that I could take that, I'll do something else with my clothes, and hopefully we can buy some more of those in the near future. But right now we're just making do. So that is for my eBay stuff that I have listed, and I also have all of my haul stuff that are hard goods. I got to go through them when we were cleaning this out and decide, am I going to put them on eBay? Am I going to put them in my booth? Am I going to do what with them? Make it over, kind of like what I'm doing now. And I'll try to make videos as I'm doing the makeovers, just to give you guys some ideas on what you could do with stuff that you find at a thrift store, or maybe that you even have at your own home and you didn't know what to do with it, but you were tired of what it looked like. So we'll do some of that. I was going to do this video earlier because it takes about 2 hours for it to upload, but I got sidetracked. If you hear the noise in the back, it is my washer and dryer going. I had my clothes all laid out to put on a little shelf that we have, and the dogs decided to play in them and make a bed. So I'm washing them all again so that I can have them clean again, because I don't want to, that all the dogs got all over them. It was the puppy mainly, but then Polka Dot decided that she was going to get in on the fun. So anyway, the things behind me, again, we're talking about the elephant. I've got boxes of stuff that I have got that are behind me. I'm going to either price them for my booth, that I don't want to do anything because they're pretty enough, or I'm going to make them over and either sell them on eBay, or I will put them in my booth. And also, before I forget, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm just a small channel trying to grow, and I'm trying to find things that make it interesting for people. That doesn't. I don't want you to be bored. And so, anyway, I decided to go there. I went to this place before. Okay, let me show you what we have right now. I have stencil, and you can't really tell it says farmhouse, but it will. I went to, there was another estate sale that I had went to before that had really nice things. So I thought, well, I'm going to go back and I want to show them, because that the vanity that I tried to show the picture to you is where I got that. They sold it to me for $15. I wanted them to see what it looked like after I finished it, and they couldn't believe it was the same thing. So anyway, so I'm going to start over now. This is pretty dry, so I'm just going to start over and offload my brush. I still kind of hold this down while I'm doing it so it just doesn't flop like with my brush if it picks it up or something. So anyway, I went to this estate sale. Everything today was half price, so I got quite a bit of things. I got some clothes that maybe bread and butter for eBay. I tried to comp some stuff. Other stuff, they were just so pretty, I didn't want to leave them behind. And I was so excited though, because I had lost 65 pounds, but my clothes have all been baked. And so I've been trying to find clothes, because I don't buy new clothes because I don't like to. It's too expensive, and I can sew them for cheaper than I can buy them new if I had time. Anyway, I was so excited because they had the half price sale. The clothes were 25 cents each. That's why I got the bread and butter things. For eBay, 25 cents. Even if I get $10 for something, I'm still making a little bit of profit. But I was very excited when I found a whole rack of clothes that were my size, and I didn't have to worry about them falling off. So I got them, and I looked around. I did find a table that was in. Found some fabric that I'll probably, some of it, put on eBay for sale, because I know fabric does sell on eBay. And then some I'll see if it's big enough to do something with, some kind of craft or whatever. And I found quite a few things though. Okay, this is what happened. I had $100 with me. I'm going to take this off. All you do is just lift it off. Painter's tape is so easy to lift off. And let me show it to you. And that's what I'm going to do on the other side, but I am going to let it dry and work on the ends. The ends I'm going to put on, I've got a couple of different things. One of them has American meals on it, and looks like some greenery going up the sides, and it has at the bottom, it has 25 pounds, kind of a farmhouse theme. On the other side, I'm going to put Kroger Grocery and Baking, October 1932, 98 pounds when packed. So those are the two I'm going to put on here. I'll probably have to stand up to do that. So anyway, I was at this estate sale, and they had the clothes was on the racks by the bed. So I laid my keys, my phone, my little billfold, and everything down on the bed right beside me, just right beside me. And I went to pay, and I only spent $76 there. I was so excited. And when I opened my purse, my money was gone. All my credit cards were there because they know that we have to have numbers to put in there. So, but there was a couple of people in there, and they were looking, and I wasn't really paying attention. I don't pay attention to people while I shop. I'm really focused on shopping, and I had my stuff there right beside me. Well, somehow one of them got my billfold without me seeing it. And I seen them because when I turned to look at, like, they had a four rack that had like clothes this side, so I turned and went to the next side. Well, I seen them, and they were looking at jeans. And I don't pay attention to people when they're looking and stuff. First thing, it's not my business. Second thing, I've got stuff I need to do. Anyway, so when I went it up there, it's like, oh my gosh, I laid my billfold down back in the other room on the bed. Went back there, no, it wasn't there. And I was like in panic mode because of everything. So they started helping me look, and the people that was in the same room with me were by the jeans. They had some in their hands. I do remember that. I mean, I pay attention, but I don't pay attention to what they're doing. But they had some jeans in their hands. Well, the man that was with this garage sale or estate sale, he found it with under those jeans. And when I opened it, my money, $100, was gone. And what they had done is, when I had my back turned, looking at the had to have been when I was looking at clothes, which the stuff was near me. I mean, you don't expect somebody to come in the same room and steal from you, but they must have somehow grabbed my billfold, got my money out, hid my billfold under the jeans that they were looking at. And I noticed when they left, and still didn't pay any attention. It's like, okay, they're gone, so what? Well, they hightailed it out of there because they said that I was the only person there and nobody had bought anything. So apparently they decided not to buy anything after they found my $100 because they didn't want me to find it while they were still there. So I lost $100 today. I work hard for that money, and I'm just not one to steal from people like that, and I don't understand how people can do that. I work hard for my money. Not only I'm going to let that dry for a minute while we talk, and I only have 30 minutes, so let me look. I don't have my glasses on, so we have 18 minutes down. Anyway, so luckily my husband had some extra money that he sold a fishing pole today for. So he was able to get them. But I'm just sick about it because it just seems like, I work hard for money. I work at a job that I don't like. I despise it. If I can last another year there, I'll be on my savings will be matched after 5 years. So, I'm just sick about it because I work so hard for that money. I don't make that much at that job. And they just feel like they can just steal from me. And it's just so disheartening, and so it's upsetting to know that you made that money and somebody had the nerve to take it. But I can't do anything about it, so all I can do is just be a little upset about it. But maybe I can be blessed by selling a lot and making twice that much back with my eBay and my booths and anyway else that I can get done. So that is why I want people to subscribe so I can really get into it. I love doing this. I don't do it. I know I only have 33 subscribers, and I could say, oh, well, I got 33. Nobody cares. But, you know, I just really enjoy doing this because I can share things with people. And I'm sure some other people have been in the same boat, that it's happened to them too. So you know how I feel. Anyway, let's get back to, that was like down into this real deep place, that hole that we went while I was describing all this. So I've got all these boxes behind me that I'm planning on doing things with. I've got a suitcase that I ordered some triangle black legs for, and I'm going to decoupage on it. Got some beautiful decoupage paper from Jamie Ray Vintage. They make their own. They've designed it, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead, and this should be dry enough that I can do it again. So I'm going to decoupage it, paint it, decoupage, and make it really pretty, put it in my booth. The other one is a smaller, and I'm not going to put legs on it. It's a smaller little suitcase, kind of like one that you would carry on a train or whatever, that had some like maybe overnight stuff in it. And I am going to paint that and put the decoupage on it that is kind of a French type farmhouse. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. And see how it does. I don't think I'll be able to put it on eBay because of the shipping cost. So I will put it in my booth. However, let me get this done, and I'll just reach behind me and grab one of the other things. So anyway, today I found some stuff. I found a few hard goods. I found a table. Mostly I found the clothes for me. A lot of the clothes were for me. I was so excited to find so many in my size that will fit me, and I won't have to keep pulling them up and or remembering to wear a belt if they have belt loops. A lot of them, the clothes that I've worn, has not had belt loops. So they are in the back of Greg's truck, and he's not here right now, so he'll bring them in and I'll wash them up along with my other stuff that I'm washing. You know what? I love to do laundry though. I love the smell of it and everything. I just love to do laundry. It is so much fun. Fold it up, make it look nice, and you know, ready for when you wear it. All right, I'm taking this off. And here is this one. Okay, so on the other side, I'm not going to do the farmhouse in case we run out of time. So on this side, I am going to do the Kroger one. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, kind of. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. So to save tape, I always just rip it down the sides. And I just really tape the top, the bottom, and the sides of it. And you can also, what you can also do is get the stencils. And if you see something that you want to not have it on there, then you can tape it off with your tape and just not stencil on it. So before I stencil this one, I want to show you this. I think this is so cute. I found it at the, isn't this cute? It could be like it could be for sewing. Here's the inside. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this, and it may be light enough that I could ship it, But it could be for like sewing, it could be for jewelry, it could be for cosmetics. It's just so pretty. And it has a leather handle, has hinges in the back, has the little clasp in the front. But I just thought, I seen that the other day, and I said, oh yeah, I gotta have that. So that's the kind of stuff that is behind me. That I won't do anything with. If it's light enough, I will put it in. Okay, we have 10 minutes. I will put it in my booth if it's too heavy to ship. And you notice this is a mess, I know, but after I found out that I had my money stolen, I had to go to Starbucks. Because I was just upset, so upset. So I don't go to Starbucks very often because it's costly, and I try to save. We live very frugal. We don't even have internet. We have hotspots on our phone that we can use if we need it on our laptop. But we are trying to save as much money as we can in order to be able to save as much as we can for when we move. And so that is why I got a Starbucks today. It's like, okay, I think today I deserve a Starbucks. Now, another thing you can do on these stencils is sometimes the stencils go really close to the edges. And what you can do is, if you are afraid that you're going to get your paint from the stenciling on your, whatever you're stenciling on, you can always put the right against wherever it was. Like this R is pretty close, but I'm okay with it. But you could put that masking or the painter's tape against that, and so that you can paint on the painter's tape, and you don't have to worry about it going through onto your item that you are, the piece that you are stenciling. And so I have a lot of jewelry also that I'm putting on eBay. And I don't know if anybody knows about blue boxes, but I was able to snag 2 blue boxes. This is before everything happened and I had money. But I got 2 blue boxes. So they will be on the way sometime soon. And I should get those. Usually it takes about 7 to 10 days to get them. I'm going to let that dry for a minute and we'll just chit chat. So, how has everybody been? Leave comments on what you're doing. Are you doing any crafts? Do you do any crafts? Do you do anything that's different? And tell me what you're doing. And because I love to find out what other people are doing on their crafts, or if you do different things, or if you're on eBay, let me know, and I will try to find your page and follow you, which I have 4 followers now on my eBay. I've had it going since January, so I haven't done too bad on it. It's been pretty good. So it's slow. I don't mail out 20 and 30 packages a day. I mail out maybe 3 every few days. Today I gave the postman 3 packages that I sold some shoes and some jewelry. So, and I do really appreciate people who do buy from my eBay store. I appreciate it. I don't feel like if it is to me, if it's not worthy enough to, if I would not wear it, I meant like if it's junky where it's like, oh, this is really bad and it can't clean up or it can't be fixed or anything, I give it to a friend that loves to get. I've already got some stuff for him, like a necklace broke, big wood beads and stuff. It broke. I'm not going to do anything with them, so I put them in a baggie and we're going to give them to him. I found some little bangles that people don't want. You know, they have bangles all the time and I'm out of time. So let me, I can't help it. I will put this on, and here is, let me show you this. I wanted to paint this side over here again, and then we have that. So you all take care and have a good evening, and I will talk to you again later. And hopefully I can get maybe a camera that I can find that I can record longer than what is normally done. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. Bye. Love y'all.